The CFL prides itself on being a big play league with the biggest end zones in football, so even if an offense is at the 1 yard line, they still have most of the playbook to work with. Sounds exciting, right? Well, unfortunately, if you watch the CFL, you'll know that only half of what I just said is true. While we do have the biggest end zones in football, instead of using all of that space, most of the time offenses will use no more than 1 yard of it, as whether it's first, second, or even third down, if the ball is spotted at the 1 yard line, it's almost guaranteed that the backup quarterback and a bunch of linemen will trot out for a quarterback sneak. The reason for this is in Canadian football, the neutral zone is 1 entire yard, unlike American football where it's the football itself from tip to tip. This extra space means linemen can simply fall into empty space to gain easy yardage, and when they do actually need to push the D-line back, you'll often see a quarterback sneak go for a gain of 2 or even 3 yards. In fact, this play is so effective that offenses have learned they no longer even need to leave in their starting QB as a decoy, to put any doubt in the defense's mind that it might not be a sneak. Instead, the backup quarterback almost always comes onto the field, essentially telling the defense they're about to sneak the ball, and the defense still struggles mightily to do anything about it. This is causing so many problems for the league. The first being excitement, or I guess lack thereof. Stuart Johnston, the new CFL commissioner, has said the new rule changes will create more touchdowns and more chances for the league to go viral. But the number one killer of exciting touchdowns right now, in my opinion, which by the way was not addressed in any way with the changes, is none other than the quarterback sneak. For example, the goal line fade is one of the most exciting plays in football. It's a 50-50 ball thrown up to your best receiver against their best corner that creates highlight reel grabs. We almost never get to see goal line fades in the CFL because why would you throw up a 50-50 ball at the goal line when you could just sneak the ball and convert 85% of the time? And just a really quick note on that 85%. That's the conversion rate just on 3rd and 2 or shorter, meaning sneaks on 1st and 2nd down aren't accounted for, as well as the odd 3rd and short play that isn't a sneak. So 85 is without a doubt undershooting the current conversion rate of the quarterback sneak. I can also say with 100% certainty that a quarterback sneak is not going to go viral. Another problem this creates is it's extremely hard for talented running backs and receivers to establish themselves in this league, with so many touchdowns going to backup quarterbacks. In week 17 alone, there was 7 backup quarterback sneak touchdowns that could have went to receivers, running backs, or maybe even, the starting quarterback. To fix this problem, I came up with 3 different options, but these are just the ones I came up with. If you have an idea to fix this, put it in the comments below. And before I get into them, when I say QB sneak, I mean from a quarterback, running back, fullback, whoever. If you're under center and you push forward, that's considered a quarterback sneak. Okay, my first and least aggressive option would be to simply shrink the neutral zone. When a team gets to the 1 yard line, instead of it being a full yard, it becomes the football from tip to tip. So teams can still use the QB sneak with the yard off the ball anywhere else on the field, but when you get down close to the goal line, it becomes less of a factor. Next is my personal favorite, as it allows the yard neutral zone to remain on every play that isn't a quarterback sneak, but eliminates it for every sneak regardless of what down or where you are on the field. For this rule, offenses would have to declare the possibility of a quarterback sneak. After this is declared, the neutral zone shrinks to the football from tip to tip. But the beauty of this rule is offenses could declare it, but then decide not to run the sneak to trick the defense, or they could never QB sneak the ball and just run their offense as usual and still have the benefit of the 1 yard neutral zone. The final option would be to ban the sneak completely. This is something I hope doesn't happen, as for the record, I'm a fan of the QB sneak. Though I do think defenses should have more of a chance, I don't think it should be banned completely, which brings me to why I believe the CFL left out the sneak completely when announcing the rule changes. The changes will no doubt have an impact on scoring. I believe the CFL wants to see with their own eyes what that change will look like, before considering changes to the QB sneak. Sure, the sneak might not be the most exciting play, but it's often used to keep drives alive that otherwise would have most likely ended in a kick, creating the possibility of exciting plays later on in a drive. So if after 2027 and possibly 2028, scoring remains at an all-time high like it is right now, the CFL could be more aggressive with their decision, as offenses clearly can move the ball with or without it. But if scoring does see a significant decrease, they might elect to go with a less aggressive move, such as just making it more difficult at the 1 yard line. I just hope the CFL doesn't wait too long to address this problem, as it's not something that needs a ton of capital and cannot be tweaked afterwards. For example, like the field and goalpost changes. No, this is something that can be perfected over multiple seasons, and can always be changed in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it, and subscribe for more CFL content. Thanks for watching.